Hey guys, that Welsh nerd here, and today we're going to be looking at the Nighthaunt forces included in the Age of Sigmar Soul Wars collection. Now, this is a video that has been re-recorded, as you can tell by the fact that these guys are half painted, because usually I try to get in such a way that you'll just see the plastic for the model review, so you can see what it looks like before any paint is applied to it. However, after recording these with just the grey plastic and rewatching the video, I really wasn't overly happy with it, and then as I was painting, more things came out that I wanted to say about it, so I just figured it was best to just re-record the entire video rather than try to just add an end title, some text to the video. So anyway, without further ado, this is the Nighthaunt procession included in the Soul Wars box, led by a Knight of Shrouds on a Furial Steed, and he has a number of lieutenants, whether it's the Guardian of Souls, the Spirit Torment, or the Lord Executioner. Included in this force then, we have some Grimwraith Stalkers and some Grimghast Reapers, as well as Chain Rasphords. So, these models are literally incredible. I couldn't argue anything about it. Though my favourite thing about them would have to be the use of empty space. These guys use empty space exceptionally well. It really shows off just how ethereal they are. And we'll get back to that once we start looking at the chain rasps. So first things first, here is the Knight of Shrouds. A very cool model included in. I still haven't decided myself yet whether I'm going to paint the flesh or not, or just keep it like it's a ghost steed, but it is a really nice looking model. It's very similar to, unsurprisingly, the Knight of Shrouds model, which you would hope for. Then we have the Lord Executioner, probably my least favourite here in the box. Purely just because he's a straight beat stick, but he's relying on sixes to wound to get that damage off. But again, he's quite a nice model, and I think if you use him in the battalion included in the Nighthaunt battle box, or box even, he'll be a nice unit. You can see a little bit of the empty space I was talking about there as well. These guys do look empty and ghostly. And then onto the Spirit Torment with his heavy locks. Again, lots of these guys are going to be known as the Wobbles, especially Lady Olinda, which we'll get onto in another video. But these guys, not so much him, but he wobbles, you can see what I mean. Then we've got the Guardian of Souls, again another model I really like. It's probably going to be in every single one of my Nighthaunt forces. This one needs a little bit of touching up left yet on the balefire and the metal on the hull. The only thing I will say about this one is his arm is very, very flimsy. In fact, this has been reattached twice already. But again, it's still a really nice model. So, onto the Stalkers. These guys are probably my least favourite unit in the box. There isn't really a lot to them, especially when stuff like the Bladegeist Reapers or the Bladegheists come out. The guys with the two-handed swords, because they basically do what these do, but better. But they are a nice unit, especially in this box. You see that empty space again. As you can see with my guys, it's a lot of simple colour. I wanted to really go for the fact that these are just reanimated ghosts. So I'm painting any obvious robes as cowls, and then the rest is going to be spirit, which is basically just Hexray Flame over white, and it comes off really well. So this is the Extoller of Shaiish, and basically he's got a bell that once you hit something, it inflicts mortal wounds on other opponents. And then let's have a look at one of these scythe guys. Yeah, they're really cool models. Just the empty space again, that's all I keep going on about, but it's genuinely one of the best things about these models. They do look incredibly ghostly. So here's a regular chain rasp, just to have a look at the Stella model a second. And then we have the Dread Warden, which is probably the closest to a finished model. Yeah. In this force, where I've gone for a rusted metal look. Basically, I followed the tutorial on the Warhammer TV YouTube page, where I hit it with some lead belcher, washed it with Agrax Earthshade, and then hit it. Stippled on some Rise of Rust and some Typhus Corrosion, and it gets a really nice rust effect. But yeah, the Nighthaunt models are definitely my favourite to have come out of this box set. These are also the only painted forces. I don't expect the Lady Olinda and the Mermon Banshees to be painted, as well as the Stormcast, just because I really like these models. In fact, I painted them out to use them in the game against my friend. Nighthaunts are probably going to be my main Age of Sigmar army. I really do like the models. I sound a bit like a broken record at this point, but they are awesome force and they look really cool. They have awesome synergies going on. Not the strongest units, but surprisingly tough with Ethereal. And this army is going to live or die by the heroes, and it also helps that they're just incredibly easy to paint. So yeah, ranting, raving, love these guys. Would highly recommend this force to pretty much anyone. They're not an easy force to play. You really are relying on your heroes to keep guys alive, and to get them killing stuff. But it is an awesome force on the tabletop and plays not really like any other force out there, being as every single model flies and ignores rend values. But anyway, this has been That Welsh Nerd. If you like this video, please leave a like. In the comments down below, share your thoughts about the Nighthaunt forces and what you think of these models. But until then, I've been That Welsh Nerd, and I will see you in the next one.